Hey everyone, welcome to But First Yoga. I'm so excited today to bring you a 10-minute morning wake up. You can, of course, do this at any time throughout the day, but these poses will be especially gentle. I'm focusing primarily on the hips and the hamstrings, just waking up our body with a little bit of movement. We'll stay on the mat the entire time. Remember, move at your own pace, your own breath. This time is yours. Let's take it one pose at a time for this 10-minute morning wake up. Hey yogis, we're going to go ahead and get started down in child's pose. Depending on how you're feeling this morning or whenever you're doing this practice, you might find embryo pose to be more comfortable where you bring your knees to touch and then rest your forehead down and reach your hands towards the top of the mat. If you're choosing to take child's pose, take your knees out a little bit wider, keeping your big toes touching. Again, reaching your hands forward and resting your forehead down in your mat. If you're doing this practice in the morning, you might already feel some sensations showing up in this child's pose. If you're doing this at another time of day, but your body's feeling especially tight, make sure you're listening and therefore honoring your body by deciding how wide your knees should come apart or if they need to stay together. This isn't the time to push ourselves deeper into a stretch, trying to feel more and more sensation. This time is more starting to become present, starting to show up and notice how you're showing up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, big sigh. Allow your body to melt deeper into the mat. Again, letting areas open gradually without forcing them. On your next inhale, come up to all fours. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spread all 10 fingers apart and press through your palms to lift gently through your shoulder blades. Pull your belly button up and in towards your spine, then lengthen from the crown of your head to the tip of your tailbone. Inhale, cow pose, lower the belly, lift your chin and lift your tailbone. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl the spine, tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, cow, lower the belly, lift your chin, find length through the front body. And exhale, cat pose, find that length through the back body. One more time, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat, pushing between your shoulder blades, lifting up towards the ceiling. Inhale brings us back to neutral. Take a deep exhale, sigh it out. As you're ready, inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Rotate your chest open. Try to peel your shoulder blade back, but again, noticing how you're showing up this morning and being extra gentle with our joints and with our muscles. One more big inhale to lengthen and rotate. Exhale, take your right hand under your arm, palm comes up towards the ceiling, rest your right temple down on the ground. You can keep your left arm bent or reach it forward towards the top of the mat. Try to square your shoulders off, noticing a stretch through your right shoulder. If you'd like to open up through your left shoulder already, you can rotate your hand so your palm faces back and reach behind your low back. Again, choose the postures that really serve your body this morning without trying to force or reach. We want to simply show up in each pose as it comes. Inhale, bring your left arm back under your shoulder, reach your right arm up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your right hand underneath your shoulder. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Hold for a couple of breaths. Try to peel your left shoulder back as your palm faces forward. Spread your fingertips apart. Hips stay square. One more big inhale. Exhale, take your left hand under your right arm. Palm is up towards the ceiling. You can reach your right arm forward like you did on the left side. Again, pressing your right armpit down towards the mat to square the shoulders. Other option is to rotate your hand around. Palm stays facing up, finding your hip crease and opening the right shoulder. Notice how you're showing up. Simply let this pose be without having to reach, but more so seeing where you're starting today. Return your right hand under your shoulder. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And exhale, place it back down. One round of cow-cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, bring us back to neutral. And we'll take our right leg out towards the side. I'm going to go ahead and turn towards you. So the right leg comes directly out towards our side. Our left knee and our right foot are in the same line, and all 5 toes are facing forward. Inhale, cow, lower the belly, lift the hips and the tailbone. Notice the different sensations that show up. Exhale, cat, round and curl your spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now you can continue with cow, cat, or you can go ahead and make little circles, lean forward, lean back, see what it feels like to reach your hands forward. Maybe you even tried threading the needle on this side, taking your left hand under your right arm and reaching your right arm forward, finding the twist. Lots of options here. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. Wherever you're at, make sure we're all up on our hands. Then when you're ready, bring your right knee back under your hips and we'll switch sides. Take the left foot out towards the side so the heel and the knee align. All 5 toes face forward and our hands stay underneath our shoulders. Inhale, cow, lift your chin, lift your tailbone. Exhale, cat, round and curl the spine as you press through the outer edge of the foot. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Now here's where you have options, maybe going forward and back, reaching your hands or coming down to forearms. Again, you could find thread the needle this time, taking your right hand underneath your left arm. Again, so many options for you to choose. Maybe it's just simply coming down lower towards the ground, and we'll be here for a couple more breaths. When you're ready, we'll all come back up onto our hands. Bring the left knee back underneath the left hip. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Give yourself a really generous bend in your knees here. You can pedal out the heels one at a time, pressing the heels down as you press through your palms. But again, let's not reach for this. Let's notice where we're showing up this morning. This is giving us a starting point. You might find that you're less flexible in these poses this morning, and that's okay. Our body has to wake up and warm up to get us to where we want to go. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the knee towards the chest. Plant your foot between your hands, then lower down to the left knee. Untuck your toes. You could stay here. Or inhale, bring your hands up towards your thigh. Gently press your left hip forward as you open your collarbones and press your shoulders down and back. You might find tendency to come in and out of this stretch depending on how your hips are feeling this morning. See if you can avoid fidgeting by focusing on your breath. One more big inhale. Exhale, glide the hips back, keeping the hips up off the heel and lift your 5 front toes off the ground. Again, notice what shows up in your hamstrings. See if you can lengthen your spine and bring your belly button closer towards your thighs and breathe. Start to walk your hands forward to frame your right foot. Inhale, tuck your left toes, lift your back knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press through your heels. They likely won't touch the mat. That's okay. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your foot between your hands. Lower to the right knee. Untuck the toes. You can inhale, stay here. Or start to walk your hands up towards your thigh. If you feel supported, you can reach one or both hands up overhead here as well. Again, the focus is opening up through the left hip, keeping the shoulders proud and down and back. Can you find a little balance of effort and ease? One more big breath in. Exhale, bump the hips back, all 5 toes lift off the mat. Lengthen through the crown of your head, pull your belly button towards your thighs. Notice how caving your chest forward doesn't necessarily make the posture feel deeper. It might even feel less comfortable. But when you lengthen your spine and focus on flexing or hinging at the hips more, you get deeper into the posture and the stretch. Inhale, walk forward. Tuck your back toes. Lift your knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. One big breath in. Exhale, take your knees apart, big toes to touch, child's pose. You are welcome to stay in this pose as long as you need this morning. I encourage you to not rush off your mat, but to rather take a few intentional breaths. Maybe you set an intention for your day, whether that be a word or a phrase, or the reason, your focus, your purpose. But know that you can press pause and you can stay here for as long as you need this morning because this time is yours. Give yourself the gift of a few more minutes. Again, you can stay here as long as you need to. When you feel ready, slowly start to come up to a kneeling position. Knees touch, sit up tall. Let your shoulders melt down your back. When you're ready, big inhale up towards the sky. Hands come to touch. Exhale, bring them down to heart center. I hope you have a wonderful day, whether you are starting your day with me or ending, or you're somewhere in between. Whether you are in that beginning or end of your day, remember to take it one step at a time, one pose at a time. Rather than reaching, let yourself just be. I'll see you next time.